Hi and welcome to this week's project. In this week's project I'm going to be turning a wooden resin pen. This one I actually bought from Taylor Mirfield's. He does some of the best pens ever. I'm going to put a link to him in the bottom. He is really very good. He's where I buy all my pens from now. I'm going to be doing it on a Sierra pen, and the reason that I'm wanting to do this today is obviously you know that I've got the 3-part buffing wheel from the polishing shop. I'll put the links to those. I've put the links in there before with a guide for it and all of that. I wanted to, usually when I finish wooden resin I finish it with CA glue and it gets a beautiful shine on it. But I wanted to actually, this time, I wanted to finish it up to 400 to 600 grit. And, well, probably 240, and then I might use Yorkshire grit on it after that. And then I want to put it on a buffing wheel and see if we can see what sort of finish we get, really, compared to normal. So yeah, I thought I'd do this one. It's black and the wood, and I quite like the look of that. No idea how it comes out, no idea what material they use. I'm actually hoping it's not the polyester resin, because I don't like the polyester resin, but I might round the corners off just in case. I only usually, when I make my own, I only ever make them from Alumilite or epoxy, because you get lovely ribbons, they're forgiving when you turn, and they're perfect for somebody that's starting out, I think. But anyway, I'm going to be turning this one, and let's hope it's not a total disaster and doesn't burst apart. Okay, that's the blank on the lace now. I rounded off the corners, but I've got a feeling it might be Alumilite, but until I start on the lathe I'll not be able to. I can usually tell from the smell that comes off it. Anyway, I'm going to put this into a little time lapse, I think. Okay. Okay, that's it, taken down to where I need it. Got that light on there and I'm not quite sure if the glare's worse on it. Yeah, maybe that's a bit better. So now I'm going to start sanding. I'll probably start with maybe 240. I'm not wanting to go too far. I notice there's a wee bit that's catching on there, so I'm hoping just to sand that. So I'll maybe go 180 and then 240. I'll keep you in real time, I think, for this. Try and gently sand it so that I don't sand split, because it almost feels like the resin and wood is parting a little bit there. Sand along that way, and then I like to sand back across as well, just till we get it nice and smooth. I think it helps with the scratches if you do it both ways. I'm going to go up to 240 now. Go up to 240. It's been a little while since I've done a pen. It's quite nice to do one for a change. a little tester. This is something I've just learnt by my own mistakes with making the pens, is when you feel the barrel, it needs to feel smooth going up and down it by hand. That, I think that's a way of getting a good quality pen, is if it feels smooth under the hand. Sometimes you'll feel bumps and that in it. You don't want to feel that. You want to feel it nice and smooth from top to bottom. I mean, when I make my pens, I make them to use, you know. People are using these on a daily basis, so they've got to feel comfortable in the hand. Don't get me wrong, I'm no expert at making pens. This is just from what I've noticed and from showing my pens around to other woodworkers and getting some advice from them, really. Right, I'm actually going to go up to 400. I think Yorkshire grit would have probably taken up to 400, but I'm just going to go over it with a 400 as well, and then we'll put Yorkshire grit on it. Smoother under your hand. Right, I don't know what that bit is in the wood there. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some rubbing fluid on it so I can see what it looks like. Everything's covered in dust. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Okay, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'll give that a second or two to dry. And I'm going to get the Yorkshire grit now, and I'll finish it with the Yorkshire grit, and then I'm going to put it onto a buffing wheel, I think, then. I keep these underneath all the shelves on the floor because it's the coolest place in the shed on a hot day. Should have put sun sealer on it first. Yeah, maybe put just a quick rub of sun sealer. Should I? Oh yeah. Moving everything around here to get the stuff out. I might be making a mistake here using sun sealer. I can't remember what I used to do. No, it might give the wood a better seal actually. It's a beautiful bit of wood, that. I'm not quite sure what burr it is. It didn't say on the description, but it's beautiful anyway. Another coat. I'm quite pleased with that. Right, I'm just going to give it a second to dry and then we'll come back and do the Yorkshire grit. Okay. This on the bottom. Let's just put this on lightly. Give it a good rub in. With the Yorkshire grit, I think the standard is you go up to 240 grit for sanding, which I went a bit out of the normal here, and this sands it up to 400 then. Should smooth it out lovely. Ah, just beautiful. Now with my eye I can't see any scratches in that. Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the buffing wheel out and we'll start buffing it up and see what finish we get. Now I'm not sure how hard wearing this will be as well, so it's going to be a bit of another tester for that, just to see how well it does if the polish rubs off too soon, because with the CA obviously it's a fully waterproofed sealed finish, and I've been using mine. I've got mine now and I use it every day at work, and I have to use it all the time in the type of job that I've got. And the CA works brilliant. It's very hard wearing. It doesn't lose its shine. I often just expect it over just to see if I'm getting any scratches. Now I drop mine all the time. It jumps out my pocket and all sorts. And with a CA finish, everyday use is absolutely fine on it. So I'm not quite sure how this is. I might actually use this as a new pen for work and then we'll see how well it does. But anyway, I'll stop yabbering on now. I'll go and get the buffing wheels on and we'll start that. Okay, that's the chuck, mandrel or whatever you call it, put in, and I've got this little taper now that these just go onto. Got that one off Amazon. And it actually works out great for them. It holds it on amazingly well. Now this first pad, I'll put the link in which gives you the explanation of the difference, because this is for using for like plastics, which this, although it's plastic and wood, you know, it can be used on wood as well. So this is a B quality mop, this first one, and it's with a triple E. So let's get going and get this. I think sometimes I'm a bit heavy-handed with this stuff, but right, now we've got to see if we can manage to hold this in place. Try and get the bottom done first. Quite easy on that. Making sure I get everywhere even. I'm no expert at this, like I say, I'm just learning with the buffing wheels myself. It's a bit colder today, so this stuff doesn't go on quite as easy. But it actually feels like an autumn day here. Let's see if I can just manage to hold that on. running both ways, sideways, and which is always better for scratches. Not that I'm actually seeing with my eye any scratches, but just thought I'd start with this one anyway. Alright, I think that's fine at this stage. Go on to the next buffing wheel now. So it comes off easy, you see these. That's it, just unscrews off. The next one now is quality loose, G quality loose. Now this is a bit bigger because it was the only size at the time I could get hold of. And with this one you have it's a polishing compound, gloss wax 16. Right, and the same again, I'll start at the bottom, do the bottom half going round. And then we'll go, you can actually see, I don't know if you can see it well on video, there is a slight more shine, it's a bit more matte on that side. Right, we'll go down the other side now and go round that one. I've got it facing down like that. I don't think I got that showing you in the camera, did I? Right, and then I'm going to go across this way as well. Oh yeah, it's giving a nice shine now. It's actually quite surprising the difference it does give you. Okay, I think that's actually enough for that. So we'll go on to the third and final now. Stick this in my pocket until I get this one off. Okay, third and final. This is a WDR, and it uses P175 Super Yellow Finish. Now this is what gives us the gloss. It's a lovely soft mop, it doesn't want to drag everything out of your hands, this one. Sorry to all you that have seen other videos in the past, because I've done polishing on the rings and that before, but I just thought I'd try it on a pen this time. It would be a lot easier way of finishing pens should it work. Go back using the bottom first. I must say this gives me the same polish, probably a nicer looking polish because it's a little bit more natural. I certainly like what I see. There you go. Right, we're going to get it on the pen and we'll see what it looks like then. Okay, there it is together. Let me see if I can get it nice and close for you. I am quite pleased with it. I think because it was black I probably chose the wrong colour, because then you put it against this and it doesn't look as shiny. But it'll be interesting to see how hard wearing it is now. But very pleased with, I mean, it took an hour off making a pen, and I would say that it finishes as well. The shine is not as deep. With the CA it's a really deep shine because you're talking so many layers. I mean, I do 6 to 7 of thin, and then I do 6 to 7 of medium, and in between each of those I'm sanding down to 600. So, and then final finishing with the micro mesh. So there's a lot of work in it. It probably maybe another hour it would have took me to finish that, and I'm really pleased with that. It's come out very well. Hopefully you think the same. So that was a polishing mops. Quite a simple little project this week. Going to get back to some casting of resins next week, so keep an eye out for that. It's about time I did some, and I'm needing some pen blanks, so I thought I'd maybe do just me casting and showing my techniques for doing it. This time I think when I cast though I'll try not to smash up the resin blank when I finish like I did the last time. But yeah, so I think that'll be coming next week. So thanks very much for watching. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up. If you've not subscribed yet, please press that subscribe button. Put the bell next to it if you want to get notifications of every time I put videos up. As I say, I put a project video up every week. Some are long, some are short. They're varied in what I do, although sort of within the same area. It's work around the lathe and casting and box making. So anyway, thank you very much. I shall let you know how I get on with this pen anyway. Thanks very much for watching.